you've moved many times and you've left Montreal to a new province in Canada. And so, many immigrants, when they leave, they face the challenge of creating this social network and this sense of community. How did you go about integrating yourself into society where you are, quote unquote, an outcast?
This is a very good question. It was very different. So I have to work two jobs. I worked in construction as a labor worker. It was not enough to pay my expenses, so I had another job. So I buy and sell, and then I became problem with my back and my shoulder. So after 2 years, I quit that job. I said I can't do it anymore. At 2007, I joined South Burnaby Neighborhood House as a volunteer.
Yeah.
I get connected so much during this period by helping South Burnaby Neighborhood House. I got 10 times more help from them. They helped me to find a new job. I went to work as a security. So I worked for Olympic. After Olympic, I stayed. After I worked 10 years in security, and my doctor told me, you have getting anxiety. The people over there treating you very bad. I decided one day to go downtown. I saw a building, it says Carnegie Community Center. I couldn't even to talk to the person that it was in front desk over there. I tried to explain to myself. I had so much anxiety. I almost want to cry there. I said, I want to do the volunteering here. And the person over there, she was very nice. And she told me, we have a volunteering orientation today at 2:00. I got the training for a few hours. I started my volunteering in the kitchen, because I have a lot of experience in the kitchen when I was working in the university. The people in the kitchen, so nice. I see I'm not alone. All the people in the Carnegie Center, they coming over there. There is a lot of volunteer. There is a lot of good people. They welcoming environment. And then they had a learning center over there. Then indigenous cultural sharing at the Carnegie Center, and the UBC learning exchange also, they were there.
You would say Carnegie was your turning point.
It is, really. That was good. You are.
Coming in here, you really wanted to talk about Carnegie.
Yes, Carnegie is my family. By helping others, I got help.
Talking about Carnegie, you got very emotional. It's a very important place to you. That's amazing hearing you say that, when you help people, you will always find the help that you need. And that's something that I personally live by.
Yes.
I love that quote, and I think that it's really important to think like that. Being at Carnegie opened doors to so many things, and it got you invited to the heart of the City Festival. And how was being invited to something so big, and how did that even help you integrate more? And
the first year, Heart of the City Festival, they gave me opportunity. The first year when I met with them, they invite our writer group. They told us we have only 5 minutes to go in front of everybody to talk. The only thing for the 5 minutes I talked about my childhood in Iran, moved to Tehran, I moved to United States. Then, that moment when I finished my 5 minutes, I was a new person. I decided I have to finish the book right now. Then the second year, I wrote my book during this period in 1 year, because I put the deadline. So for the October and November 2022, my book was ready. So they gave me another chance. They put my book in this heart of the city. I was part of the heart of the city.
Having people listen to you and wanting to know your story, and then you giving yourself a deadline to finish your book. That next year, Heart of the City, you finished your book. This is your second time going there. At that moment, how did Roy feel? Comparing to Roy that was in Montreal, or Roy that was in America or Iran, that Roy in that moment, how did you feel?
That actually was the biggest moment in my life, because I had a book launch, a propaganda cafe, and they make my day. Everybody gave me a hug. I just was flying, you know what I'm saying? Because Everybody come over there for my book launch. I really appreciated it. After the book, I finished my book. I feel actually much better,
Much better.
much better, and that's all I learned through Carnegie Center.
Yeah.
Because in Carnegie Center, anything anybody wants, you get help.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
It is beautiful. We need more of those
Yeah, we need more.
in this province, in this city.
Life in general, we need a lot more people who open their arms up to anybody to help them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You are absolutely right. This is what we need in here: friendship, peace, instead of fight.
In that moment, did you finally feel like you had all of that? Friendship, peace, people that heard you, and you felt like not alone?
I'll be honest with you. I really, what I think right now, after the COVID came in, all these things happened, everything is in computer. I'll be honest, I don't know how I could survive during this period that everybody has a problem,
Yeah.
financial and emotional. I cannot explain how could my life could be.
Yeah.
If I didn't have a heart of the city, I didn't write this book, autobiography, that I moved from Iran.
You've moved everywhere. You've endured a lot of hardships in your life. Sitting in front of you now, you have a lot of love to give to people. You want to help as much as you can. You know, you always want to be lending a hand to anyone that really needs it. And what would you describe? You know, home is such a big word, and it's a very difficult feeling to kind of reach for a lot of immigrants. When you think of the word home, that sense of belonging, who or what comes to your mind?
I have no home. I have no family.
Yeah.
I don't want to see them.
Yeah.
I don't want to have nothing to do with them anymore. But this is the life, because it's not all of them their fault.
Yeah.
Especially right now, the government in Iran against his own people.
Yeah.
Those people in Iran, even my family right now, they can't even talk to me. They check in all their phone calls. They check in all your message.
You have no connection with your family.
They don't even want to talk to me. Before, I wanted to be part of them, but I decided I can't take it anymore. The only family I have, and the Heart of the City Festival, and the community center right here, gathering place.
Yeah.
Also, South Burnaby Neighborhood House. They never ask me anything that I don't want to say.
Yeah.
They don't ask me personal question. They don't give me a hard time. It's nice to have a family.
Yeah.
Actually, one of these places in downtown East Side called Embers, they told me, assist me for any helps needed. That means a lot to me. Anything I want, they are there to help me.
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
You don't have to time it or anything, but just quickly, if you could say something to anyone that has gone through a similar experience like you, who is going through a similar experience, an immigrant that was forced to step out of their comfort zone to, look for a better life and to find that feeling of belonging, what is something that you would tell them?
I will tell them to get connected with wherever you are with the community. At least go once a week, do some volunteering. It has high return. It is good for you because you meet a lot of people in the same situation. To be alone is a lot of sickness. Even you are normal, you become sick. It's always better to be with the people. So right now, I'm retired, but believe it or not, I am doing more things right now because I'm doing things that I like to do.
Yeah.
It's not like my oldest brother tell me, you do this, because I thought he's telling me to help me, but he was always lying to me how to abuse me. Do with love. You get love. If you don't want anybody do anything bad to you, so don't do anything bad to the other people. Always try to be who you are. Just be yourself. With helping others, you get help.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say to anybody. It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
You cannot to live alone.
Yeah.
You have to be with the people. Community is everything. Communities are teachers. Community is beautiful.
Yeah, that's true. Roy, thank you so much for this interview. You had a lot of beautiful things to say, and I really appreciate you being vulnerable with us and comfortable enough to share your story. It's absolutely amazing seeing what you've been through, and the outcome has always been your positive thinking and your beautiful mind. You know, helping
Thank you.
people.
Thank you.
That's important. And Roy, I have one last ask from you, and we do this at the end of every episode. We have a book, and we dedicate one page to each of our interviewees. And this page, you can write something, a quote that you live by. So maybe you talked a lot about helping, so maybe you can write a little quote about that. Yeah, do you mind doing that?
Before I write it there, so I have a little book. Just want to write in my book here first before. Community is our teacher. By helping others, you get help. This is called volunteering. It is beautiful. I cannot keep it in. Keep it in.
Yeah. There you go.
I really enjoyed it. Oh, yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
As you see, my real name is Roohola Youssefzadeh.